My people perish due to a lack of knowledge. And whether or not the accounts of the Messiah and Jesus or Yeshua are real, or the claims that we may be the Hebrew people that this book has spoken of, let's set all that to a side for a while and just use and focus on some of the philosophy. That, for an example, is philosophy. That philosophy, my people perish for lack of knowledge. It couldn't be more true. Euro-superialism wins again. This situation, those people are going to be charged with hate crime. They're going to be charged with torture. They're going to be charged with whatever other thing, kidnapping. So these people may be looking at y'all 50 years, our fellow brothers and sisters that have fallen. Because that's what they are now. They've fallen even further victims to the system. We're all victims of the system and under the thumb of Euro-superialism. But they are even more so. And it goes back to lack of knowledge. Because if they understood the severity of how and what, rather, if they understood what they were in and how deeply we're in this, if they were going to sacrifice the rest of their 50 years to be in the America's or the United States correctional institution and facilities, then they might as well have went for a reason. You might as well went for a reason. But due to ignorance, and lack of knowledge, they are where they are now, which is in jail, in custody for torturing some retard that's going to have little impact on dismantling Euro-superialism. That's not going to dismantle Euro-superialism. That's going to strengthen it. Because white people, that's what they want to need. That's what they need and want to see so they can have a reason to believe, oh, we're white, we're under attack. You know, when they sit here with the ones with all the weapons and all of the militaries and armies and tanks and biological weapons and nuclear weapons, and black people have Facebook Live and handguns. That's what we have. It goes back to say our people are perishing for a lack of knowledge in one way or another. Black people think of ignorance, and we use that term a lot in the black community. Oh, that was ignorant. And usually when we are using ignorant, we're thinking of it as behavior. Someone who behaves uncouthly, someone who behaves socially inappropriate, or they may be wild in nature. But ignorance means lack of knowledge, not knowing, naive, unlearned. And that's what this is. This falls on the shoulders of our black parents, our black leaders, our black elders. Why do they not understand that race is a game that needs to be played like anything else? You can't sit here and just kidnap a white boy and think that they're not going to do anything to you about it. If you wanted to, and then you were yelling out, fuck white people, fuck Trump, so now they can say it is racially charged, not because you said fuck Trump, but because you said fuck white people. So technically you gave them evidence. So that's a minimum of 10 years. Euro-superialism, this is how Euro-superialism wins. Again, as it always do when it comes to the black man making a decision. It seems like our decisions to strike at the head of Euro-superialism is like it's like an arrow that you aim and you take fire and you shoot into the heavens like Nimrod did, and the arrow come back down and shoot you and land in your fucking foot. That's kind of like when I see black people when I've noticed us as a people, when we make moves to rebuttal against Euro-superialism, is those type of moves that seem to come back on our heads, and we have to pay for it. Because if you were going to do something to compromise your freedom, compromise your life, compromise the community's reputation and all of that, you might as well have made an investment and did something that was worth it. You might as well have, what you're living in Chicago, it was 4 of you guys who decided to commit this crime is what it is. Then you live in Chicago with all those corrupt politicians, all those corrupt aldermen, congressmen, senators. Why didn't you kidnap one of them and hold them accountable for the negligence and the crimes that those appointed leaders have made against the community? I mean, if you're gonna go to jail for 25 years anyway, make it worth it, community. This is what I'm saying, and I'm not advocating for violence. So, but I'm just saying, if you're gonna do something, do it right, do it well, and make it impactful, and make it worth it. More importantly, so that was my message. Eurosuperialism wins again because, again, the black man is not thinking. Half the time these children are raised in these houses and they are not even, race is not even a discussion in their houses. I know I was raised in a house where we didn't talk about race. We did not talk about race. But every day in my life as an adult, it comes up. Even before it was a common trending topic everywhere in all these conscious groups, race has always been a thing for me because I always wanted my own community. That's always been like a dream of mine. I fantasize on what it's like to be in a black community and be around people that look like me, smell like me, dress like me, my type of hair texture. And we live in an environment where we're happy to be there. Everybody's welcomed and wanted in the neighborhood. I'm not saying it's going to be utopia or heaven or paradise, but there's a system of respect. We clean up the environment. We want to be there. We like being there. We protect it. And I fantasized about what that's like, you know. And Sade wrote a song many years ago, and the name of the song was "Feel No Pain," and she wrote one of the lyrics said, she wondered what it's like to walk the street with your head held high. I can't walk the street with my head held high. I mean, I do, but, you know. So, again, Eurosuperialism wins again because the community is not thinking things through. And it's because we're ignorant. We don't know nothing. We want to fight against white people, but we don't even know why we should be fighting against these people. And we don't talk to our children about race. We're too busy trying to Europeanize. We're too busy trying to chase Eurosuperialism and the idea and the ideology that they have built in their culture. And half of their culture was taken from us, and then they gave it a nose job and a lip job and gave it and regurgitated it back to us, and now we envy it. So, you know, y'all, we're not going to win this thing. We're not going to win this thing. You think we are, but we're not. We can't. Not like this. We cannot win.